Download the BCSN Plus app today.
It is hard to argue that Toledo High School basketball was not at an all-time high in the 1980s. Dennis Hobson, Todd Mitchell, Jim Jackson, Melvin Newbern all went from the Glass City to the Big Ten to the NBA in 3 local schools. St. Francis, Macomber, Whitney, and Scott all won state championships. Tonight, we continue our conversation with Mitchell, reflecting on the hard work his night teams put in to win the championship in 1983 and the friendships made along the way.
The togetherness, my sophomore year, we had a pretty good season that year. But what we decided to do in that summer, we did everything together as a team. We went to team camps. Now team camps are the norm, but back then we made a decision. We all got on the Greyhound bus together, and we went to Blue Chip camp together. So we started to really develop that camaraderie with each other and know each other as people. Very diverse group of people, and I think that's where it really started. And once the season started, we had a pretty good run to start off, and then we had that bump in the road at Bowser, and Dennis never lets me forget that. We ended up 27-1, and he was our only loss. But after that loss, I think it gave us an opportunity to really refocus. And we all got together and said, we're not going to lose another game. And we managed to do that. Obviously, once you get into the tournament, you know, there were some close calls there. But on the way to winning any championship, you're going to have some luck along the way. And I can remember us being down in the sectionals to wait in the sectionals. And we had to come back and win that game. And obviously, there were some tougher games along the way. So. But to your question, it was extremely special and gratifying, especially since we had a lot of those challenges along the way.
Dennis Hobson went on to play in the Big Ten at Ohio State. You went on to play at Purdue in the Big Ten. How important was it to stay relatively close to home when you made that college decision?
Well, it turned out to be important. Initially, it wasn't important because my initial decision was to go to UCLA, and once they fired Larry Farmer, who had recruited me, I decided to reopen my recruiting. Purdue was always in the mix. They were in on me pretty early on in the recruiting process. Coming from a winning program at St. Francis, I wanted to continue that process. Purdue had won the Big Ten the year before. They were picked to finish 9th, I think it was, and they won it. So obviously, I felt like the guy could coach. He was a hard, tough-nosed guy. My dad liked that. They liked each other, so that was a good match there. But I also saw that there was an opportunity there for me to play. Obviously, coming from Ohio, Ohio State was in the mix. Dennis was there the year before, so I felt like it was better for me to go somewhere where I had a good opportunity to get on the floor early in my career.